First of all, I just want to say I was talking for like a solid 20 minutes going in before I realized I didn't even hit the live button yet. Must be old age. I don't know what the hell going on. But damn, I mean, I was hitting the bullet points, man, like real crucially. But anyway, I'm gonna start over. 'Cause I'm at work. I'm doing a 12. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And I ain't got nothing else to do. And I'm gonna start it off the same way I started it off before. Um, so I've been doing this podcast thing on and off, kind of struggling with consistency, just live streaming. And I wanted to start doing it again. It's a Sunday, so I'm gonna start doing them on Sundays and Wednesdays. Whether I be at home or at work, I want to start streaming in, just kind of getting some stuff on my chest, kind of getting some feedback, and maybe even educating, or maybe I'm pretty sure pissing off a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But I had two things I wanted to talk about. One thing was goat talk. It's gonna be a little rap stuff, and I'm pretty sure based off my statuses, yeah, I know exactly what I'm alluding to. And the other one was being true to self. And that's the one I want to start with. Uh, the importance of being true to who you are at your core. You know what I'm saying? I found out this was years ago that 13 is like the first age where you start to like fall into your characteristics. Like you become your true self. You figure out like what things you actually like, what you don't like. Like especially with musical taste, it's like locked in at that point. The stuff that you like at that age is gonna always be nostalgic. That's probably gonna be the stuff that you're jamming until the day that you're dead. I'm not saying that you won't grow out of some of it, but like that's that age where it's like you come into your own. Then the next one is like between like 25 and 27. I was watching Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, stand up years ago, and he was 27 at the time. And he was like, I'm 27 now, and I'm pretty much at this age. I am who I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. And I was a little younger at the time when I watched it, like maybe like I don't know, I was in my early 20s. But I'm realizing that that's true now. Once I hit like 25, I started kind of like being more firm in my beliefs and my opinions, and not really wavering or faltering to what nobody else thinks about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm highly opinionated, but I always say, even in some of my songs I've mentioned, like my opinions are soaked in facts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's surrounded in factual things. At the end of the day, you can still call it an opinion, but it's based in facts. You know what I'm saying? I can always support it with facts. Um, but yeah, all in all, damn, I'm not even hitting it like how I was hitting it the first time. But yeah, just be true to yourself, man. I see a lot of real monkey see, monkey do, copy paste, stereotypical stuff that's going on in especially in our community. I mean, in at large in the world and in the US, you know what I'm saying? But especially in our community where people just want to like do what everybody else is doing. And I just urge people to not do that. Like it's a couple things I always kind of characterize as like the typical black people things, like either driving like a Charger or Camaro, iPhones and Jordans. It's just like if you think about the typical hood or whatever, nigga or whatever, he gonna have some J's on, be driving a Charger and have an iPhone. And again, if that's what you actually like, then more power to you. Just make sure that's what you actually like, and you're not just rocking with certain things because it's the status quo. It's what you think you're supposed to do, or you never took the time to really like explore other options of other things and see what works better for you. You just trying to, oh, my homeboy did it and the sister one did it, so and I was never that person. I never gave a damn about like trying to fill in. I always listen to different music. I always talk different, walk different, different mannerisms, different. I had a different upbringing, You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is just really different about me. And I'm pretty sure y'all know why. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you don't know me, you know what I'm saying? I was raised Caribbean, of Caribbean descent. I'm Trinidadian. Duh. And and also I was for the first 10 years of my life, I was partially raised in the East Coast. Um, but that's the thing. Um, because of those reasons, me growing up in the South in Texas, there's gonna be a lot of things differently, like customs, traditions, you know what I'm saying, like that are just naturally different about me. But I never felt like, even though yes, when I was younger, I felt the way I felt sad, you know, because I was like, damn, I'm not relating to nobody. Da, 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 da. Actually, as I got older, it became a good thing because now I stand out, and everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people like find me like unique or exotic or whatever the hell. I don't know. But I just said that to say I never felt the pressure, the need to try to conform to what nobody else likes. A lot of stuff I thought was stupid as hell back, especially in high school, middle school. Y'all just now looking back and going like, "Oh damn, I can't believe we was dressing like that, and I can't believe we was talking like that and listening to that." And I was like, I've been thought that shit was dumb. It took you 20 years to look back in retrospect and be like, damn, them starchy pants that y'all was doing. I was like, that's stupid. Like, why are you doing that? Now they're going back and roasting people for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just to make an example. Um, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, stay true to you. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to who you are. It's important to the more you know yourself, the better you carry yourself, the more you can uh change people's lives and kind of just be a more functional person. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no there shouldn't be any satisfaction in just being like, okay, I'm gonna do what that guy does and cool. Like, no. Do what you want to do. Regardless if it's religious based, political based, sexual orientation. I don't know if I said that already or if that was the first time I was recording. But be you. Everybody's not gonna like it. Everybody's not meant to like it. And that should be a good thing because it narrows down the people that you fuck with. And you should want to have a stronger, tighter circle instead of a big loose circle. No innuendo, no pun intended, ladies. But, but I'm just saying you should want to have a small, tight circle of people that you fool with, people that you know actually like. I'm big on letting my opinions, as unpopular as they may be, letting them be known. I was telling one of my homeboys this. He was like, well, I feel a way about saying anything because we're living in this new PC world and everybody got a problem with everything. I'm like, fuck them. Fuck them. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and whoever don't rock with you, just don't rock with you, and whoever does, does. I'd rather have 5 solid ass people around me than 100 flaky ass people. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see why that's not like a common sense thing, especially to a grown ass person. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's just the way your mindset works and you are just a sheep, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are sheep. I'm talking to the people who are feeling like they need to conform and are like something is holding them back from thinking the way they want to think, acting the way they want to act, doing the things they want to do. That's who I'm referring to. Not necessarily the people who are just naturally sheep and can't really do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Be your own person. It doesn't matter what nobody else how they feel about anything or any of that. Next topic is, and I'm gonna come back to that too. You know what I'm saying? Kind of tied into everything because a lot of times, a lot of things I talk about kind of all kind of tie in together. The next thing is goat talk. Now this is where I'm gonna get a little cocky, right? Because I literally feel like I could teach a class on hip hop, on music, primarily. Yeah, I should just stick to hip hop. There's so many. Now I know recently Jay-Z made a comment, and I wish there's so many people I want to chime in. I really want to chime in. I really, really, really want them to chime in. I want them to comment. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hold on a second. I was trying to get to where I could see the comments, but I'm using StreamYard, and it's kind of it's different. But yeah, again, I go back to the fact that I was born in Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I lived a couple years in Queens. If y'all are familiar, I'm sure you are. But uh, and I moved to Texas in the year 2000 when I was 10 years old. Then I went to Inner City Elementary in Lamar, go Cougs, only for like a semester. And then after that, I went to Mainland Preparatory, pretty much all the way up until high school. Then I went to Lamar High, and now here I am. So I lived the first 10 years of my life there. And today being my 32nd birthday, I've been here for 20 years. 20 years. No, wait. Am I doing that math right? Because I'm. Yes. I lived here for 20 years. So I'm very familiar with West Coast culture. I only been out West Coast a couple times. I think the main subcultures of hip hop has always been like East, West, and South. Yes, they make music in the Midwest. They make rap all over. But anytime if we talking about the big three, and when I say the South, I'm also primarily talking about Texas and Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And then you have, like I said, in the East Coast, they still got Philly and Jersey and stuff like that, but it's primarily New York. In the West Coast, they got other places, but it's primarily California, right? Aside from Cali, the fact that going back to what I said about like, you know, between the ages of like 10 and 13, locking in that your interest and your personality. Even though I've been here the majority of my life, I'm still an East Coast nigga at heart. At my core, I don't talk like y'all, I don't walk like y'all, I don't eat like y'all, I don't think like y'all, I don't none of that. I'm just here. The cost of living is cheap. My dad brought me here at a young age. I mean, I couldn't really do much about it. It just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm just here. There are a lot of things I like about the South. Like I said, the cost of living is cheap. Um, Women are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They're not all ashy knuckled and aggressive like New York women, even though they're getting there kind of like everywhere now. But that's a whole nother topic. Uh what else? What else? What else? It's spacious down here. You know what I'm saying? Like you got uh mm, I don't know. If I think of some more stuff, I'll say it. But for me, the culture of y'all of rap and hip hop and stuff down here was never the thing for me. You know what I'm saying? As the years went on, growing up here, yes, I did adapt certain aspects of the culture. I did a lot of artists did grow on me. You know what I'm saying? That I never thought would grow on me. I mean, what you expect in that amount of time, like, and then being a New Yorker, we're known for adapting. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like me coming here, I was able to soak up some of the culture. Somebody from here going there, they probably would be very like hard headed and like, no, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Southern boy. I don't want to do this New York City shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it took me a while, but I was able to become more open minded and be like, okay, this is different, but I can rock with it. Case in point, I remember it was I don't remember if I said this on one of my other streams before or not. But I remember it was like around '09 when I had moved back to New York for a little bit. I was upstate in Rochester. And I remember J Dog was hot. That first 48 song was big at that time. And and I remember going up there and playing it for people and being like, yeah, this is what's hot in Texas right now. People was like, oh shit, boy, it's like it was like a breath of fresh air. It was something so hard, so new. You better pray, nigga. It's the first 48. Somebody called the law. Homicide division. This young nigga gone. Hope he had the law with him. But you know what I'm saying? It was undeniably hot. Then I did the same thing. And I wasn't even necessarily trying to do an experiment, but that's kind of what it ended up being. They had this other guy that was like probably around the same level of success in terms of like being like a semi-local professional artist. This dude named L.I. Lyrically intelligent is what his name stood for. And when I was up there, I was bumping one of his songs too. It's like cook the crack, make the quota, make water, whip it with the soda. If anybody, cause he's from Rochester, anybody from the Rock watching, chime in, let them know what it is. L dot I dot. That shit was hard. So I came down here and was like, oh yeah. And you know the first thing I heard? Everybody want to hear all that New York shit, all that wordy ass hippity hop, like how Pimp C said. Somebody reminded me, y'all can have all that bullshit. We Southern rap tunes. I was like, why is it that East Coast people who fucking invented hip hop, by the way, I always got to throw that out there. We literally invented hip hop, like we created it. Before then, everything was disco, jazz, funk, blues, blah, 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 blah. Motherfuckers was taking records, you know what I'm saying, scratching them, and making different beat patterns on it, and rapping off of that shit in the parks, in the Bronx and Queens and shit. We literally created the fucking culture. So why do it be so much slander and disrespect when we mention that? You know what I'm saying? Texas is responsible, or the South in general is responsible for a lot of great things that nobody would try to take from them. You know what I'm saying? I had people that came from down here and went to New York and was like, man, I'm trying to find a good barbecue spot. And I'm telling you right now, you're not going to find no barbecue comparable to Texas. It's certain things, it's not gonna hit the same being up north in the big city as it will in the south. And that's fine. Every place has its pros and cons. What I be trying to explain to people is hip hop culture is a pro over everything because we made the shit. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. Like I tell people all the time, like that's like your son stepping up to you. You created this motherfucker, and rather than being appreciative that you gave him life, he's stepping up to you and like, oh, I can beat you now, old man. And this is like, bro, you came from me. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all the ways that hip hop has changed and how far it's grown and everywhere that it's gotten. And it's a lot of cool stuff going out there, even in Japan and shit. It's all over the world. It's a global phenomenon now. You know what I'm saying? But never forget and never disrespect where it started, bro, and what it's supposed to sound like in its original, natural, organic form and state. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know I'm probably going to be all over, but I'm going to just kind of cut to the point. Jay-Z made a comment that Nobody could stand with him in a versus. Now I'm not saying that that's true, and I'm not even like a Jay-Z stan like that. To be honest, there was points in my life where I didn't even like Jay-Z. I felt like I was like, oh, okay, he alright. And I'm also not 100% biased for all New York rappers. It's a lot of trash ass New York rappers. If you put Toby Noingay, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Damn, my bad, Toby. If you put Toby next to Jim Jones, I'm picking Toby every time. If you put T.I. next to Mano, T.I. got that by a landslide. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting it be known. I'm not a completely biased person. And that's why I mentioned the fact that even though I'm from New York, I grew up here for 22 fucking years. I mean, 20 years. So I think I'm more than fucking qualified to speak. Oh, it is 22. I still ain't do that. That's the yeah, it's 22. 22 years. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm more than fucking qualified to speak on both ends of what's actually better. Not only for the fact that I've actually dwelled in both places, but I was born in the same decade that hip hop was created. I was born in '89. Hip hop was not even a thing until like the early '80s. But you got people of other races, much younger than me, much or way older than me, or people who ain't never got outside of their little bubble of closed-mindedness and oh, all I know is this and this is this and that's that. I've been around. I'm old enough. I'm from the fucking Mecca, bro. Listen to me when I tell you. A lot of the people that y'all are naming cannot fucking touch Jay-Z because you have to break it down to several different categories. You think it's not about what you like. It's about what is actually factually better in terms of several different categories, like I said. And I've made this argument before with people in person, and I'm gonna elaborate more on this probably in another video. But technical ability and cadence, you know what I'm saying? That's basically how you ride the beat as you rapping. You know what I'm saying? You got content. What the fuck is your song about? What are you talking about? What is the takeaway? Are you evoking any type of emotion out of your music, whether it be happiness, sadness, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Is it bringing emotion out of me? You know what I'm saying? Adaptability. How well is this artist able to stay relevant over time without fucking clout chasing and gimmicks? I'm talking about straight music. And then the quality and production, the production in terms of the beat selection and the type of beats that they have behind them while they rapping, and then the quality of the mix and all that. I take all that into consideration. A lot of y'all are from the South. Some of y'all ain't never left your fucking block, your own neighborhood, your city, your state. So you ain't qualified to speak on something that ranges far outside of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you compare apples to oranges, and you a person that grew up on an apple farm, eating apples every day, you making apple pies, apple juice, this is that. Your whole life is apples. And when it comes to oranges, you've only ever had like a taste, a nibble, a little sip, or heard about it, or whatever. You ain't qualified to be able to unbiasedly, objectively compare these two things. You would have to fuck with apples and oranges hard enough to be like, okay, I could really give you a good example of which one is better than the other and why. At the end of the day, it's still an opinion, but you wrapping your opinion around bullet points and facts, bro. And this is what I was trying to explain about Jay-Z. I grew up in that culture where that's my style of rap. That's how I rap. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm able to switch it up, that's one of the perks of being like a hybrid nigga. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z has had longevity. This nigga came out in '86, bro. Why is his name still relevant in GOAT talk in 2022. That's gotta mean something. Wayne had a small stint of years where he was killing the game. I would say it's probably from like '03 to maybe like '07. I mean, I'm just that's just ballpark kind of just guessing. You know what I'm saying? After that, nobody was checking for Wayne. Wayne been dropping shit. People just like, okay, I'll get around to it when I get around to it. And I understand that's gonna happen with every artist. But Jay-Z is a person who has stayed like able to adapt with the times, was versatile in his technical ability and cadence. You know what I'm saying? Had the content to match. Yeah, he got a lot of throwaway songs that ain't about nothing. But he got a lot of songs that are they're thought provoking, bro. It's well written. The storytelling tracks, great. Some of the top producers, the top mixed quality stuff over time. There's not a lot of people that are hitting each and every one of these, like I said, these categories. Wayne is a great rapper in terms of his technical ability and cadence. I've heard Busta Rhymes being compared. And again, I'm not a Jay-Z stan. I'm not saying I haven't really taken the time to think of nobody who is better than him, like in a versus setting standpoint. But if you break, like I said, if you really take the time, even Eminem and Busta are two people who I compare in the sense of, yes, they can do all that. That's technical ability. That's skill. That's cadence, right? But a lot of times when you really think about what's being said, these niggas ain't talking about shit, bro. The song, like Busta Rhymes, and I love Busta. Don't get me wrong, but Busta literally be saying the same shit. It's like filler. It's a lot of filler lyrics just to get the cadence to bounce on the beat a certain type of way so it sounds cool. But the nigga ain't saying shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's like flash in the pan shit. Then people want to say Future. I'm like, bro, please get the fuck out of my face. Future is nothing but flash in the pan, fucking smoke and mirrors, no substance whatsoever, bro. All this nigga does is spew a bunch of fucking toxicity over some hot ass fucking beats. But he is one of them niggas that should have never stepped in the fucking studio ever. If we talking about actual skilled musicians. Back in the day, James Brown and all them older cats, yeah, they had style, they had flair and all that stuff, and that's what a lot of people loved them for. But at the end of the day, they had to still be musically talented at singing, etc. This nigga Future has zero actual musical talent. People will fuck with that nigga for his swag and his toxicity because people relate to that bullshit and all that drug use and all that shit. Whole time this nigga Future don't even do no drugs, bro. All this nigga does is spew out a bunch of bullshit to poison the youth. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying this in the status the other day. I was like, Jay rapped about his back being against the wall and not having a choice but to sell drugs, to feed his fucking family, to create a way to get out of the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you still got that edge of being a street nigga, but it's like, bro, I did what I had to do. And I can relate to that because sometimes I ain't going into no detail. I do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just out there just doing fuck shit and glorifying it for no reason when I have no reason to be doing it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So like that's admirable for me to hear somebody that's like, yo, I had to hustle my back to the wall, ashy knuckles, da 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 da. Not like, oh, I'm the best drug dealer and I do a bunch of drugs, popping the molly and I'm fucking the hoes and like, I don't want to hear that shit. That shit is not admirable to me, especially you as a grown ass fucking man, bro. Future old as shit, bro. This is the shit that 18, 19 year olds, all these little anorexic ass, fucking tattooed in the face ass, fuck boy getting killed every other week rappers. Rest in peace. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying there's a classification. You know what I'm saying? For where those type of people spewing that kind of content kind of fall into. And if we're talking about goats, you can't put those type of people in the category, bro. You can't even they're not even you cannot compare them. You feel me? You just can't. You can't do it. Future would be on a whole different Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? With trap. He ushered in trap music. He didn't originate trap music. I'm pretty sure that was either Jeezy or T.I. I know my southern knowledge now. Listen to me. Uh, but he kind of brought it into the mainstream, especially with the type of production that he was rapping trap music off of. You know what I'm saying? But you can't compare him to lyricists, MCs, rappers, bro. The Kendricks and the Jays and the J. Coles and the Nas's and you know what I'm saying? The Pacs, the Biggies, and you cannot put him, he don't make the same type of music. So that's blasphemous, bro. You can't even do that. That's disrespectful to the whole fucking culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I had one of my homeboys, he was like, no, well, it's about the hits. And I'm just like, I get that. But this nigga Jay had like a decade and a half, like 15 years worth of hits before Future even came out. So you still can't compare, bro. You still can't compare. And then again, where's the versatility? Future is a one-trick pony. You know when the song start by Future, he talking about drugs, hoes, violence, regular old toxic bullshit. When has Future ever opened up and did a storytelling track? And I know people gonna be like, oh yeah, look at this song. Maybe one fucking time. But I'm sure he wasn't spitting on that shit. He wasn't rapping. It was a bunch of mumbled ass, auto-tune ass, fuckery. Because that's what Future is. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk about Pimp C. I respect Pimp C for who he is as an individual. His ideology, his mindset is very similar to mine. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a very smart, old school kind of dude. Musically, no, no. Let's please just keep it real and call a spade a spade. No. And handstand in your brown booty holding. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit sound like some hooked on phonics. Again, not to be offensive. That shit sound like some remedial fucking retarded rap, bro. In the cash in the band, nobody want, bro. I want to hear somebody that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like rapping, actual rapping, not just drawling and dragging out words that just happen to rhyme. And then at the end of the day, you're not even really saying shit. You talking about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, come on, bro. Again, I am not a Jay-Z stan. I don't think he's the best. Even Biggie fell out of graces for me because I heard Biggie say a lot of questionable ass shit, and it ruined. Like when you hear certain artists do or say certain things, it just kind of it fucks it up for me, and they fall down a couple notches on my top 5, top 10. Biggie said, "She looks so good. I suck on her daddy dick." I was like, "Damn, big, damn, big. I can't, I can't condone that. I mean, the LGBT community is big now. Whatever they might be rocking with that shit, it's whatever. They can like who they want, but I'm just like, that fucked big up for me, man. It really did. But at the end of the day, I still would take most of his discography over if she catch me cheating, I'ma never tell her sorry. Henny, hella, I'ma hug you, henny, honey. And slap on me, no, I'm like, bro, what's going on here, bro? Why are we even accepting this as actual music, bro? There's so little effort and skill put into that. And then niggas just put a hot ass beat. And the beats don't always be even hot all the time. Then they just put a hot ass beat behind it and be like, yeah, that's number one. Future killed that. No, the fuck he didn't. Like, stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Stop. We need to get back to where we have rappers that we need to put a standard on this shit. Jordan Lucas is a dope ass fucking rapper. That nigga has the technical ability and cadence, actually has good content in his music. He's versatile. It's at good production, good quality. And don't nobody be checking for this nigga. Why? Because he don't clout chase. He don't lean on just having a stupid ass personality that's gonna keep you coming back. Shade room, fucking world star type shit. The nigga's just a dope artist, like period. You know what I'm saying? We don't give enough credit to niggas who actually just rap good and make good music. We worried about too much of the antics and the swag and all this extra shit. That shouldn't matter when it comes down to actual music. That shit should not fucking matter. And that shit, that it just kind of shows me when people advocate for these artists. I'm just like, what type of mindset, what type of person they are, how much they really know about rap music, hip hop culture, and all this shit. Because I'm just like, bro, this ain't it. That shit do not be it, bro. Who else they said? Tech Nine. Again, great technical rapper, great cadence, and all that. I would even say he has good content, but how adaptable is he to the times changing in music? Can he get on a drill beat, a trap beat, a boom bap beat, a H-Town type of beat, a West Coast type of beat, and sound good consistently through all of them? Maybe he can. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not that. Tech Nine just don't have no likability. He's like a fucking weirdo. Like, I would classify him with, like, excuse me, like, what's them juggalos and all that shit? The insane clown posse. That's like novelty rap type of shit. You know what I'm saying? ICP and you know what I'm saying? Even like Lil Dicky, and it's a lot of people who could really rap, but overall, their image, the way they brand themselves is like, it's like a novelty kind of thing. And again, that's just coming from that's just an opinion. Because some people might not see it that way. Like, nah, that's a serious rapper. I take serious and da da da. But I'm just like, I don't know. I would really have to go and give Tech Nine another try. But like I said, not too many artists hit these points. You know what I'm saying? Hit all these bullet points of having all these different categories. You got people who shine really good at being adaptable. Some people who shine at having great content or being storytellers. But how many people have all of those things? Jay definitely does have all those things, bro. I've seen so many different sides and types and evolutions of Jay-Z that all went hard in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Again, what's Future spewing? He said, if she catch me cheating, I would never tell her sorry. Jay-Z had Song Cry, where he was in detail explaining like the intricacies of a whole fallout. He cheated on the bitch. He apologized. He regretted it. They came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's layers. You feel the emotion in the music because he taking you through. It's a story. He taking you through a story of how she felt, how he felt, what went down, how it went down. It wasn't just like, oh, I fucked over on the bitch and whatever. Fuck that bitch. I'm gonna go do some Adderall, codeine. Like, it's just like, that shit is not respectable to me, bro. At the end of the day, you do what you do, but like, we gotta stop putting GOAT status on fuck nigga, fuck boy rappers. You can't do that. You can't do that. Let there be another category, another Mount Rushmore for them dudes. Hold on one second. Let me check something. See, oh shoot, oh there you go. I wanted to check the comments because like the way I'm streaming right now, the comments not coming up, so I kind of gotta go like switch back to Facebook and like see longevity in the game. Again, it comes from adaptability. You got to be able to switch up your flow, switch up your content, switch like Drake. Drake has done it. Drake's been accused of being a culture vulture a lot in his career, but I think that's more so just him growing and evolving as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? My nigga traveled the world. He is actually interested in different types of music. He's actually interested in like learning new ways to rap, new things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So that he can have longevity. You don't want to just be one type of rapper, being one dimensional your whole fucking career. And then you got some people who try to do that, but they can't. They're not able to do it. As soon as they switch it up, the baby, right? This was pre fall off, canceled the baby. Everybody was saying, "Oh, this nigga rap the same on everything." As soon as he tried to switch it up, people was like, "Oh, this shit trash." That just goes to show he is a one trick pony. He has to do that one thing or he won't be relevant anymore. Whereas people like Jay switched it up a lot and still was relevant over time. You know what I'm saying? Then people want to tell me, who Chameleonaire, homie sent me some Chameleonaire songs. The first thing I noticed, I was like, bro, the quality of this music is trash. And he gonna tell me, oh, it was the mid 2000s. Everybody's mixes was bad. I was like, false. That is not true. It all depends on the label, the production company, the engineers, the connections that they have to have higher quality sounding music. This nigga was famous and his shit was sounding like it was on a damn computer mic in his garage somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, it's a lot of stuff I consider. The beats a lot of times be basic, real simplistic when it comes to a lot of Southern artists. It's gotten better, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of classic ones that I like as well. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then the content. You know, Ghetto Boys had content. T.I. got content. Luda had content. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about different subject matter on every song, switching up the flow to match the beat. Like, switch it up. I don't want to hear auto tune mumbling on every damn thing. You're not gonna tell me that that's a GOAT person and they auto tune mumbling on everything. Now, one thing I will say that I know is a bias is voices. Like, it's important for me to like I have to be able to like a rapper's voice. That's not no homo shit. I'm just saying, like, and I know my ear from me being where I'm from and like being tapped into the type of rap I was in. My ear connects to East Coast accents. You know what I'm saying? I don't so much like Southern accents on rap. You know what I'm saying? And I'll admit that that's a bias, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have biases with that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't want to hear, walking my dog. You see them dogs in your front yard, just know I'm upstairs going hard, bing bong. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't want to hear that. But you gotta understand, a lot of times we don't want to hear, man, hold up and dance and dub in the hand in the hood. Like, we don't want to hear that shit either. But that's why I said there's some artists who have kind of creeped into my radar. I fuck with a lot of Row. And rather than when I was younger, I used to just bash them all the time and talk shit like, oh, East Coast rap is better. But now rather than doing that, I just give them credit for what I like about them without having to do too much hating. You know what I'm saying? There's certain Zero songs you put on. I'm a jam, nigga. The things that's on my mind when I be sliding by in my city. In my city. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain H-Town, you know what I'm saying, ATL artists that I fuck with heavy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's certain NY rappers who I'm just like, nah, this nigga ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just, but I just know, like, for me, them certain accents, certain draws, it get real boring. And I guess that could be the case with y'all. Y'all don't want to hear it's Young Hove in the place to be. It kind of. I ain't gonna lie. I used to think Jay-Z sounded like a kid or like a girl when I was younger, but I still liked his accent. You know what I'm saying? His flow. One person I didn't like that was Southern because of that same reason was Boosie. I was like, bro, what? this nigga sound like a bitch, bro. I was like, nah. So it was hard for me to connect to anything he was saying because for one, I couldn't understand the accent. And then the voice was very annoying to me. But as I got older, some Boosie stuff kind of hit my radar. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? You want some, you know what I'm saying? Like, some stuff kind of got on my radar. Because over time, my palate grew. A lot of y'all's palate didn't grow. You know what I'm saying? Or you, like I said, you ain't never left your neighborhood. You never left your block, your city. You don't know enough about anything else to give a good opinion on it. I've been here 22 years, bro. I can speak on this shit. I'm telling you, 22 years. Hello? Is anybody listening out there? 22 years. You can't tell me, oh, well, you just from New York. You don't know nothing about how we do it down here in the South. Bitch, lies, nigga. I'm basically from the South at this point. I'm a H-Town nigga. If you go look at my video, Trilidadians, which I'm gonna make a series too, by the way. I want different Houston artists to kind of fuck with me on that. Cause I just wanted to make it known. Like I don't hate on all of y'all. It's just some of y'all have that style that's outdated and that's boring and that's, you know. So it's just like and again, these are just my opinions that are based in fact. That's why I'm hitting y'all with facts. I'm comparing these people based off a certain type of criteria. It's not just, oh, I'm from New York, so I like this person. Like, no. I don't like Jim Jones. I feel like that's one of the worst New York rappers. Jones Platinum Stairs, one Bird Gang, we in this bitch official. Like, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, all in all, I like to round my episodes up to an hour. But all in all, that's really all I wanted to say. And I really wanted, hold on a second. All right, I'm back. I really wanted certain people to chime in. My boy Jazz, KO. Y'all know who y'all are. I wanted to have a conversation because I feel like I'm coming from a place of facts, bro. I could teach a class on rap, bro. Like I could really do that. Y'all give too much credit to trash ass shit, bro. Too much credit. Too much credit. So like I said, it goes back to my original point of be true to yourself. I know it's a lot of y'all growing up in school. Bam, I'm looking at you. That got East Coast rap shamed in high school. He wanted to jam some Jada. He wanted to jam some Fab. He wanted to jam some Biggie. But he couldn't because everybody was like, man, what the fuck you listening to, man? You put on some SUC. Put on some Swisher House, man. Come on, what you doing, man? Don't feel ashamed. You like what you like. You like what you like. That's just like the kids that used to watch it, the black kids that used to watch a lot of anime and shit. And that shit wasn't cool back in the day. Now look, anime culture is at an all-time high, booming. It's popular culture now. You know what I'm saying? You should never be ashamed of what you like. But I know that was the case with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to listen to certain type of music, walk a certain type of way, talk a certain type of way, or maybe not even just do it themselves, but they just had an admiration for, you know what I'm saying, things that was either West Coast or East Coast, or it could have been, like I said, Japanese themed stuff. Like what you like, be who you are, bro. You don't have to conform. And that's why I said I've never conformed. I was never this nigga that y'all wanted me to be. And that's why I've always been beefing with people. I've always been like, everything I say get taken as disrespect. And it's not meant to be taken as disrespect. When I told the dude, I told this dude on the status, I said, Pimp C just raps in a way more basic and simplistic way than what I prefer. He was like, well, you don't have to talk down, man. It's just not for you. I was like, bro, I'm not talking down. Listen to it. Again, if somebody's rapping like this, I move on the block when I pass them, looking like they need oxygen masks. I make it hard to cops want to lock and harass us because the bottom when the nothing but compared to soon na the thing, the strong on the thing, that's a more simplistic flow, bro. The cadence is slow and choppy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you ain't getting no. Oh, you know what I really forgot to include too in the categories because Wayne is big on this. People like Cassidy is punchlines and metaphors. Because that's the next thing. The people who was all saying, "Oh no, Wayne, Wayne, Wayne." Excuse me. Half of the time, Wayne is spitting nothing but punchlines and metaphors, which is dope. I fuck with that type of rap. I really do. But Wayne very rarely, like, if you think of Wayne's songs, you'd be like, man, what is this song really about? Nothing. It's just straight punchlines and metaphors from beginning to end. And it'd be good punchlines and metaphors, don't get me wrong. And his technical ability and cadence is right there too. So he be going in. But content, what the fuck? What is this song about, nigga? The beat came on and you just gave us a whole bunch of random ass shit that sounded good, but wasn't really about shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing I said about Buster. Same thing I said about M. All the people that they want to. So find somebody else for Jay, bro. Maybe Kendrick, Cole. You know what I'm saying? Nas. People who are actually lyricists, but didn't just stay in the lyricist bubble. They also have club hits. They also have storytelling tracks. They also have, you know what I'm saying, drugs. Like they have a wide range of topics that they talk about. They're well-rounded artists. They're not one or two dimensional artists. That's who you gotta match Jay with. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that has the punchlines, the metaphors, the technical ability, the content, the adaptability, the production, the quality, all of that shit. Y'all giving me people who are like, if this was like 2K or something, you know how it has stats on there where it's like, okay, this person can shoot. Woo, their shooting is at 99, but their rebounds is like at 35, or their steals is like at 60 something. Jay-Z will be that person that's like well-rounded all the way through. Maybe not with all the highest stats, but everything is like he's an all-around well-rounded artist. Compared to Wayne, who got 100 in metaphors and punchlines, but like a 30 something in content. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to start judging it. And what it is again, people just they judge based off what they like and not what's actually better when you break it down and really compare. You know what I'm saying? Even with boxing, people gotta stop doing that. You know, I remember when I was in the plants and I think Mayweather was fighting Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And the Mexicans, oh yeah, Canelo, he's gonna win. It's that pride. It's that pride for either your culture or your hometown, or you know what I'm saying? You resonate with this artist because they look like you, they sound like you, they talk like you, they move like you, you know what I'm saying? But you got to put all that shit aside when it comes time to non-biasedly, objectively comparing two people in their craft, in their field. You know what I'm saying? It's been times when I'm think about this, the Knicks. I'm a New Yorker. I'm well aware that the Knicks suck and have sucked for a long time. I'm still gonna root for them because I'm like that too. You know, I have that hometown pride and shit. I'm like, yeah, the Knicks go. But in the back of my mind, I know they're not gonna win, and I can be real enough with myself to be like, okay, yeah, they're not gonna win this one. They're not a good enough team. They're not a strong enough team. But I want them to win because that's my team. So that's how y'all need to be thinking about this versus thing. Is like, I fuck with Wayne more. I like him more as an artist. But he's not better than Hov in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like just be real with yourself. I've been telling people Wayne will tell you himself that he's not gonna be Hov. Wayne looked up to Jay-Z, bro. That's his idol. He would tell you himself, nah, I can't compete. You know what I'm saying?
And it's very rare that you would find a rapper be that honest and be like, nah, this person is better than me. And again, I'm not even saying that Wayne is better than Jay-Z, because it depends on what you like. You know what I'm saying? With all the different categories that I named, some people listen mostly for the beat. Some people listen mostly for the hook, for the cadence, how the person raps. Some people listen for substance and content. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different ear for different things. But if you're going to compare two people, you gotta consider all of those things. And a lot of people don't do that. So that's all I'm saying. And that's all I gotta say. And if anybody want to keep debating on it, we can keep debating on it. I will break this shit down to a science, because there is a science to hip hop. Like, this shit is deep. You know what I'm saying? But that's for today. I'm about to go ahead and log off, because I'm pretty sure only my baby's watching and my cousin. I got 2 viewers. But I'm gonna repost this. And I want people to come back in and chime again. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm wrong, explain to me how I'm wrong. I haven't had nobody really stump me yet. You know,